So this was our cutesy hotel room. We were on the second floor. Well, in Italy, it's actually the first floor because they don't count the ground floor. That's not the first floor. The first floor is an actual level up. So we went on a little adventure to downtown Naples to a gelato festival, and we actually found a little parking spot in this little town. And this was pretty much the festival was this little truck, and they had a little machine, and you bought a card, and I forget how much we paid, but you bought the card, loaded it, and it gave you 5 different tastes of gelato with a really good portion size. You'll see the little cup. I don't remember the flavors, but I'm telling you, we tried pretty much all of them, and they were divine. Like orange zest, lemon zest, Nutella, anything. Like, it was just amazing. Super, super good. I'm so happy that we actually made the trip down there, even though we were arguing trying to find a parking because it's a mess downtown. But yeah, so we tried pretty much all of them. My favorite, obviously, Nutella, like chocolate, so good. And then they had these cute little setups at the festival. It's probably for kids, but you know, who cares? So yeah, that was our first little adventure downtown. So this is where you would find us usually, on the couch after a walk at the dog park. This was also at the hotel, living. And then another weekend came by, and we actually got to visit Mount Vesuvius, which is an active volcano that still has like sulfur that comes out of that's the crater right there where I'm standing. The last time this volcano erupted was 1944. And yeah, so we could have been on there when it was about to explode. That was pretty thrilling. Then up on the mountain, they have this mountain called Lacrima de Cristo, I believe, which is probably like God, like Christ's tears. It's very strong, more alcohol-y than I would really like. Not a fan of that wine. But yeah, that was our little, we actually got to walk up that volcano. And as you see behind me, this is a site called Herculaneum. We actually went here probably the next day or probably the next weekend after that volcano climb. But this town is less known than Pompeii, but this town was also affected by the volcano when it erupted in 1944. This whole town was, as you see, I mean, there's still a lot of structures up, but so we got to visit that, and it's so crazy for me to see these pictures again, because you just appreciate it better in all of the history. So if you're like a history buff, Italy is so, not just is it beautiful, but it really, you just see your walk through history. Like, it's just so intricate, like just the way that they build stuff and the things that were left behind, you know? Makes you think a lot. Even though don't really know much about history, but being here in Italy, being there was just definitely an experience that I will never forget. As you see here, the different textures of the wall that are uncovered. And then all these like writings on the wall, painting. And here I was just having a little model moment. That back then I thought I looked like I didn't like my stomach, didn't like this, and for what reason I did not post it. And look at the walkway. Those are little tiny tiles that are still there, like complete, which is amazing. Ignore Jeff, he's playing video games right now. And that's just me having a little stretch, little moment, meditation. I don't know what I was doing, but I was feeling myself apparently. But I never posted these pictures because I hated my arms, and my arms are extremely bigger than they were then, so I always had to put a little jacket on. But girl, I was cute. Yeah, these little cool little art on the wall. I'm telling you, Italy is just beyond. And this was actual infamous little phone that I lost with my wallet inside. that had tons of videos and all kinds of stuff. I still think of that phone and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I wish I had Apple since then, but I used to watch Korean soap operas avidly while I was in Italy, and that was the latest and greatest phone that they all had, so I wanted that phone, and I never backed it up. So anyways, and down here as we walk here we saw sculptures and then these really cool stone carvings. So this place is definitely, do not miss if you're gonna be visiting Pompeii. Definitely Herculaneum, or Herculano, what it's called in Italian. Definitely a must see. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week.